dear student. Welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School channel. Myself Hina Patel, going to teach you 7th grade mathematics. Already we had started with the 6th chapter, that is a triangle and its property. We had learned some properties of a triangle. Today we will learn some more properties of a triangle as well as a quadrilateral. We will see one example that ABCD is a given quadrilateral. Here you can see the figure. ABCD is a quadrilateral is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than AC plus BD. This we have to prove, that is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than AC plus BD. This we will prove by the triangle's property. We had learned all the properties of a triangle, that the two sides, the sum of the two sides of a triangle should be greater than that of a third side. So we will have a step by step. Since the sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle should be greater than the length of the third side. So therefore, in triangle ABC, this is the triangle A, B and C. We have to consider this triangle A, B and C. In triangle ABC, AB plus BC is greater than AC. In triangle ACD, we have to consider this triangle A, C and D. Means this is opposite to this triangle. So in that AD plus DC is greater than AC. We are writing as 1, 2, that is nothing but we are writing in the form of equation, because we have to do the sum of all equation. In triangle DCB, D, C and B, we are considering this triangle and we will see that two sides, length of two sides will be greater than the third side, and after that we will consider opposite triangle. So in triangle DCB, DC plus CB is greater than DB. That is equation 3, and we are considering triangle ADB. In this, AD plus AB is greater than DB. So what we are doing? We are adding all the equations, that is adding equation 1, equation 2, equation 3 and equation 4. We get the steps is AB plus BC plus AD plus DC plus DC plus CB plus AD plus AB is greater than AC plus DB plus DB. What is this? Yes, because we have written all the LHS, then we are writing RHS. So we have to take the common AB plus AB, BC plus BC, AD plus AD. We are writing in a bracket, so it is nothing but it is a 2 time. So we write as a 2 time AB plus BC plus AD plus 2DC here. Again we are having here 2 inside the bracket, A plus DB is here, all the 2 will get cancelled. So what will be left is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than AC plus DB. In this way we had proved that AB plus BC plus DA plus CD is greater than AC plus DB. Now we will see one more example. Here we are having a quadrilateral ABCD. Is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is smaller than the 2 time of AC plus DB or BD. Both are same. So we have to prove this by taking the help of and properties of a triangle. We will prove this. Since the sum of the length of any two sides in a triangle should be the greater than the length of third side. This everyone knows because we had seen many examples related to this. So here by seeing the figure, by considering one triangle, we have to write an equation. So we will write, therefore in triangle AOB, we are considering this triangle, then we will consider this triangle, then one by one we will consider all the triangle and we will write that AB is greater than AO plus OB. AB is smaller than sorry, AB is smaller than AO plus OB, or you can write OA plus OB is greater than AB. Both are same, but we have to prove here that this statement is smaller than the 2 times AC plus BD. So we are writing vice versa. So here in triangle BOC, we can write that BC is smaller than OC plus OB. BC is smaller than OC plus OB. In triangle COD, CD is smaller than OC plus OD. Similarly, that we have to consider third triangle and we have to write. In triangle AOD, DA is smaller than OD plus OA. So we had written 4 equations. Now adding all the 4 equations, we will see. Adding all 4 equations means what we have to do. First we will consider LHS, that is left hand side, we will add all. Then we will consider RHS, we will add all the right hand side. So here in the left hand side what we are having? AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is smaller than OA plus OB plus OB plus OC plus OC plus OD plus OD plus OA. Here you are finding OA 2 times, OB 2 times. So what we will do? We will collect together, or we will write directly OA 2 times OA, 2 OA, 2 OB, 2 OC and 2 OD. Here we are having AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. So this is smaller than this 2 times OA, OB and OC and OD. Now AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is smaller than 2 times we are writing all these 2 common, we are taking outside. Inside the bracket we will write AO plus OC, that is AO plus OC. What it is AO plus OC is nothing but diagonal. So we are writing together here plus DO plus OB is another diagonal. So we are writing in another bracket. Here we are taking as a common as a 2 outside the bracket. So AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is smaller than 2 times, that is inside the bracket we write AC plus BD. Why it is AC? Because AO plus OC is nothing but AC. Sum of this AO plus OC is equal to AC. So we are writing here AC, and similarly here DO plus BO is equal to DB. So we are writing in the place of these 2, we are writing as DB, or you can write as BD. Both are same. Hence it is proved that given statement was AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is smaller than 2 inside the bracket AC plus BD. I think so you understood this, because we had done similar to example. So it was easy for you to how to write the step for this. Now the length of 2 sides of a triangle are 12 centimeter and 15 centimeter, between which 2 measures should be the length of the third side which is fold there. So since the sum of the length of any 2 sides in a triangle should be greater than that of a length of third side, you know very well. So it is given that the 2 sides of a triangle are, in the question only we know that what are the 2 sides of a triangle is 12 centimeter and 15 centimeter. So we are writing here 12 centimeter and 15 centimeter. So here therefore the third side should be the less than 12 and 15. So the third side should be 12 plus 15 is equal to 27 centimeter. And also the third side cannot be less than that of a difference of the 2, because we had learned this property when I was explaining in some example. So that should be, third side should not be less than that of a difference of the difference means 15 minus 12, that is 3. It should not be less than 3. So therefore the third side has to be more than 3 centimeter. So hence the third side could be the length more than 3 centimeter and less than that of a 27 centimeter. These just we have to prove that the sum of the two sides of length of a triangle is always greater than that of a third side. So already we had seen this type of example, so it was easy for you how to write the step. Today we will learn some more properties, that is nothing but Pythagoras property, that, or we can say it is Pythagoras theorem. It is very important, so you have to understand first and you have to remember this, because it will be continue for the next class also. So right angle triangles and the Pythagoras property. Pythagoras, a Greek philosopher of a 6th century BC. Who was that Pythagoras? So you have to know the detail of this. That he said that to have found a very important and useful property of a right angle triangle given in this section. Here Pythagoras only had proved only the right angle triangle. For any other triangle the Pythagoras theorem is not applicable. So the property is hence the named after him. In fact, this property was known to the people of many other countries, to the Indian mathematician Bodhan, and has also given an equivalent form of this property. We now try to explain the Pythagoras property. Now we will see the steps of Pythagoras property in right angle. In right angle triangle, the sides have some special names. The side opposite to the right angle is called as an hypotenuse. Opposite means this is the two sides. The opposite side is known as an hypotenuse. The other two sides are known as legs of right angle triangle. You can see here it is a right angle triangle, means which is a 90 degree. These are the two legs, AB and BC are the two legs, and the opposite side of these two sides is AC. It is known as an hypotenuse. So we will consider here in triangle ABC, the figure is already had explained. The right angle is at B. So AC is an hypotenuse and AB, segment AB and segment BC are the length of a ABC. Now make 8 identical copies of a right angle. Here you can see we can denote this right angle. This is one of the side which is given as small b, another side given as a small c, and the hypotenuse is given as A, which is a right angles. This is the sign of right angle triangle. So make 8 identical copies of a right angle triangle of any size you prefer. Means whatever size you want, you can take that right angle triangle of your own size. For example, you make a right angle triangle whose hypotenuse is A. So I had told draw any right angle triangle, but all the 8 right angle triangles should be identical. So hypotenuse is given as A and units long and the legs are of a length B, units and the C. This is given as a B, whatever it is unit, it may be a centimeter, meter, whatever it is. And this is C, another side of a right angle is C, which is denoted by a leg of a length as a B and C. So draw a 2 identical squares. Now we will see. Draw a 2 identical squares on a sheet with sides of a length B plus C. Now already we know we had done this total 8 identical. We had cut the copies of 8 identical right angle triangle. Now we have to go for the two squares whose square sides should be the sides of, that is B plus C. What will be the total? That same size you have to prepare a two square. So draw two identical squares on the sheet with a side of a length B plus C. B plus C is total side. If it is 2, if it is 3, so you have to make 2 plus 3 is 5. So one side of a square should be a 5 centimeter. Now you are to place the 4 triangles in one square and the remaining 4 triangles in the other square as shown in the following diagram. So when you have prepared the triangle, so now we will see here it is given as a triangle 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here it is in this place it is given as 5, 6, 7 and 8. We had placed these triangles in this form. What is this? B plus C is the side. I told if it is 2 and 3, so 2 plus 3 is 5. Here also given as B plus C, here also given as B plus C. Here also in the similar another triangle also same, because they had told us just we have to take the same square. So we have prepared the two different square of a same length. Now the squares are identical. The 8 triangles inside are also identical. Hence the uncovered area of a square, that is A, is equal to uncovered area of a square B, and that is the area of an inner square of a square A is equal to the total area of 2 uncovered squares in the square B. So I will show you in the square B. This is square B uncovered area. This is covered with a blue. This is uncovered area, which will be given as a square is equal to B square plus C square. So this is the Pythagoras property. It may be states as follows: in a right angle triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the square of a square on the legs. So we can say hypotenuse is a square is equal to the legs of a two right angle is B and C. So we write as B square plus C square. So hypotenuse property is very useful tools in mathematics. So it is formally proved as a theorem. It is very useful. So we consider as a theorem. In the later classes also you have to study this. You should be clear about its meaning. So it says for the any right angle triangle, the area of a square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the areas of the square on the legs. So this is, you know, now I can show here which we are having some different single triangle. This is hypotenuse and these are the two sides of a right angle triangle. Areas of a square of a legs. The square of this is B square, this is C square, is equal to area of an hypotenuse. So draw a right angle preferably it on a square sheet. You should do the right angle very properly, and on a sheet of a paper construct the squares on each side. The computer the area of this square and verify the theorem practically. We will have this activity so you can understand, you can prepare at home and you can prove that the Pythagoras theorem. If you have a right angle triangle, the Pythagoras property holds, that is B square plus C square is equal to S square. If the Pythagoras property holds for the some triangle, will the triangle be a right angle? If it is hold for any other angle triangle, that is acute angle triangle, or it may be obtuse angle triangle, if it is hold, then can we prove that it's a Pythagoras property on that type of a triangle? Such problems are known as an converse problem. So I told already, because it's only applicable for a right angle triangle. We will try to answer this. Now we will show that if there is a triangle such that sum of the squares on the two of each side is equal to the squares of the third side, it must be an right angle triangle. Here we had seen that this side is B, this is given as C, and this hypotenuse is given as A. What will be the square of this? Square, you know now, 2 square is 4. So it should be a 4 centimeter. If you are considering here the square of this, if it is 3, then you have to consider as 9. That should be the sum of this B square plus C square. Should be a square of the hypotenuse. That number of squares should be that of a hypotenuse. Then only we can say that is applicable to this right angle triangle. We will see one example, then we will go for some sums related to it. Here, if the Pythagoras property holds, the triangles must be a right angle. Then we will see. Determine whether the triangle whose length of a side are 3 cm, 4 cm and 5 cm is a right angle triangle. So what will be the solution for this? Now you know that B square plus C square is equal to S square. Here we have written this. So here 3 square is equal to 3 into 3 is 9, 4 centimeter is 4 into 4 is 16, and 5 centimeter is 5 into 5 is 25. Now we can find out the square of this. Now we know the property of a triangle. So we find that 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square. When you do the sum of this, that is 16 plus 9, that is 25. So we can say this are the two sides of a right angle triangle, that is the legs of a right angle triangle, and this 5 square which is given as we had got is 25 is an hypotenuse. So therefore the triangle is a right angle. In any right angle triangle, the hypotenuse happens to be a longest side. Already by seeing the figure also we can say that in a right angle triangle, hypotenuse is a longest side of a triangle. In this example, the sides with a length 5 cm is the hypotenuse. So we can draw this rough figure and we can prove that A square plus B square is equal to C square. We will see one more example. When the hypotenuse, two sides are given, we have to find out the hypotenuse. So in triangle ABC, the triangle is given ABC is a right angle at C. So we have to write that ABC. We will not write because in the question it is given it is angle, right angle HC. So we have to write the right angle, that is 90 degree will be this angle C. If AC is equal to 5 cm and BC is equal to 12 cm, find the length of AB. Find the length of AB. Already from the question you can find out, because it is given as a right angle at C, so you have to do the rough figure and you can say it is 90 degree means it is a right angle triangle. So the rough figure will help us to find out the properties of a right angle triangle, or which is an hypotenuse. So I had written that one of the side is given AC is 5 cm, then BC is given as 12 cm, and we have to find out hypotenuse. So there we have put the question mark. So what is the formula? You know very well now. BC square is equal to AC square plus BC square. AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square, or you can write CB square. So what is AC? Is 5 is given in the question. It is a square, so we write as a 5 square plus 12 square is equal to, you know what is the square of 5? Is 25. What will be the square of 12? Is nothing but 12 multiplied by 12. So it will be 144. Do the sum of this. Is 169. You know the square of, what is the square of which number is 169? Yes, we can say the square root of 169 is 13, or we can say AB square is equal to 13 square. So AB is equal to 13. So what will be the AB? That is hypotenuse is 13, or we can say the length of AB is 13 centimeter. So to identify the perfect squares, you may use a property of by having a prime factors, and in prime factorization method you can find the square and its square root. So if you don't know what will be the square of 169, you can use the prime factorization method and we can do this. Here are the some examples are given, where here one side is given as 3 centimeter or 3 units are given, 4 units, and we have to find out the hypotenuse. Here also 2 sides are given, and again we have to find out hypotenuse. Here also 2 sides are given, again we have to find out hypotenuse. Is the Pythagoras theorem is satisfied or not? We have to see that, because you know the now what is the formula, or we can say what is the equation for the Pythagoras theorem, that is a square plus b square is equal to c square. So we will see some examples related to it, so you will understand what are the Pythagoras theorem and how the theorem will work. So in triangle PQR, right angle at P. Now it is given as right angle at P is 90 degree. If PQ is equal to 10, so we have to find out where is PQ is given as 10 centimeter and PR which is given as 24 centimeter, and we have to find out an hypotenuse. Now which theorem we are going to use is nothing but a Pythagoras theorem. So where we are using a Pythagoras theorem, so we have to mention that in a bracket that we have to use Pythagoras theorem. Here we can see the legs of this right angle triangle is 24 and 10 centimeter. So what is the formula? That QR square plus PR square plus PQ square is used for by a Pythagoras theorem. So x square is equal to 10 square plus 24 square. Now you know the square of this. 10 square is 100 and 24 square if you don't know, we have to multiply 24 multiplied by 24 is nothing but 576. The sum is 676. You have to find out the square root, or I told by a prime factorization method, so you will get as an 26 centimeter. What is 26 centimeter? Is nothing but an r cube. So in this way we had seen a Pythagoras theorem, and we had tried to solve some examples, some more examples we will see in the next class. So you will understand the Pythagoras theorem and how to apply the theorem in a given problem. Thank you very much.
So in this lesson we have studied in detail about skeletal system, muscular system, all the types of joints and gait of animals. You can read the lesson thoroughly, and if you have any doubts you can ask me the doubts. Now we have completed the term 1 syllabus today, and totally we have completed 8 lessons. So thank you students.